y'all, guess who behind the board, y'all? Fifi.
Hey, where's my round of applause at?
No, you can't get him. Can't get him. Take him back. I ain't do nothing to him. You had to go to the right
Everybody
band.
wanted to clap for me.
No, they wanted. You gave everybody the claps. What'd you say?
Yeah, they liked
That
it
part.
too.
No, go,
Right there.
no.
Okay.
Okay, no.
And I press that.
There I
There she go.
go. I got a round of applause.
Oh my God.
We should keep it on for a while.
No,
Okay,
goddammit.
Okay.
Well, y'all already know what time it is. If you got your grandmama or kids in the living room listening to the show, tell them to take their old and young ass to
Tell
bed.
them they can learn something.
No, they can't learn nothing right now. I know grandmama. Grandmama thinks she know too much already. She be like, I'm going to go get my switch.
That's Madea.
That's Medea.
That's Madea.
Why you playing? I really like Tyler Perry now. More and more, I'm starting to like that dude.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to cut their mics on, first of all.
Wait.
What'd you say?
Go, guys.
Check one. Yeah, what changed it?
Say yes.
What changed it was the video clip that when he had the interview with the guy who created Blackish.
Yes.
Okay.
And you seen it?
I didn't see it.
He was like, man, I'm just worried about what people, what critics say. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
I know.
Word?
Man,
Yeah,
he went ham. He was like, man, white people in Hollywood don't give a damn about my movies. He said, but my people do.
Yeah.
I mean, he went ham.
Yeah,
He was
I
like,
seen that.
He said, why in the hell would you waste your time caring what them white folks tell you?
Yeah. That's real shit.
Dog.
That's
I was
right.
like,
Yeah.
But you
who cares?
wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't. I was him trying. I was expecting for him to be politically correct.
Well, once you get once you get your own studio in the backyard, you can talk that shit.
Yeah, it's around.
But he was. But
I was just saying, you
But
talk that
honestly,
shit.
they show older clips of him when they was interviewing. They was like,
He was always talking that shit.
He was always talking it. I was
Damn,
like,
I ain't Pete.
and I ain't even know.
Right. You ain't know.
I ain't even know.
Nah, facts though.
Hey y'all, shout out. I forgot to tell you the name of the show. It's called Girth. Damn it.
We just come on, it's just niggas talking.
What today's topic? We talking about men,
Husbands, and fathers. That was harmony, boy. With the Temptations in this bitch.
Temptation. Ain't nobody come to see you.
Otis.
Oh, God.
Y'all can't do this to me. That's my favorite part. That he tore that contract up and they like.
They ain't come to see Otis. Oh, there you go. He got me in there. Got the Amazon t-shirt. Thank you. I appreciate that.
He was like, he said, nobody come and see you, Otis. He said,
He
Otis.
meant that shit.
He meant that shit. Oh boy, he's a good actor.
Hey, look though.
Leon.
Nobody really came to see Otis.
Nobody-
I mean, real shit though. Nobody came to see Otis.
You're so crazy.
Nobody came to see Otis. Nobody coming to see. That's how Phoebe was like this morning. Nobody want to see you, Miles. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? Okay. Welcome to the show called Girth, y'all. We do this every Tuesday, 9 o'clock. Let me introduce you to the team. Oh my God. And here we don't have no co-hosts. All of us are hosts. So give us a round of applause for that. We don't got no co-hosts, nothing.
yes.
We do
That's
this
dope.
for real.
That's dope.
To my right hand side, the one and only, the big homie, the one that they call Mr. Q.
What up? You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Red Zone, baby.
Bang, bang, gang, gang. Clack, clack, bang, bang. Shout out to Q getting to his car safe without his bulletproof vest today.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to all the people in Charlotte too, man. Showed me much love this weekend, dog. So love y'all.
He been
You know
talking
what
about
I'm
Charlotte since he got here.
Yeah,
He
Queen,
has.
Queen
Yeah,
City, baby, Queen City.
He got
We out
his
here.
Amazon
Can't stop
shirt on,
smiling.
so I
Right.
don't know.
This nigga over
That's
here blushing.
clues.
Yeah, nah.
This nigga over here blushing.
Yeah, I just happened to throw half of my stimulus.
Oh.
Oh, it's right over there on the over here.
no, it's right
Oh, here.
Also, while they talking, I threw half my stimulus in Onyx. Shout out to Onyx in Charlotte. Threw half my stimulus.
The
in
whole
motherfucker.
in Onyx.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
half of it though.
Yeah.
I took the other half and we ate
And Onyx
it.
in the-
Well,
They got
you was
Onyx
up for
in
15
Charlotte?
minutes then.
Yeah, Onyx in Charlotte, dog. For one, I just gotta say this, man. The strippers at Onyx in Charlotte is hella aggressive. I don't know. I think I
He said
paid
aggressive.
like, you know how you pay for a lap dance? I
Yeah.
paid a few motherfuckers to leave me the fuck alone. Like, dog, for real. Like, you know what? I'm good, baby. Hey, baby, I'm good. Damn, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Tell
all
me to
it-
get the fuck
You're
on.
crazy.
That's all it takes for women to get off you, huh? You throw some money, huh? I got a
Shit.
couple of women
Get
you
off
need
or
to
get
talk
on,
to.
you one of the two.
Today's topic. Let's get straight to it.
Chef, you gotta introduce.
Oh no! Hold on, wait a minute. I was gonna give you the introduction.
Yeah, you gotta introduce.
Hold your lamb chops. Hold your lamb chops.
Shit, don't hold your lamb.
Literally today, like
Damn.
So the topic is man, husband, and father, and it was all conjured up into the kitchen. He made it. He whipped it up in the kitchen.
you rich.
He go by the one, the only, Mr. Taste It Finish himself, Mr. Chef Wilson.
Yes. And thank you. We're going to cook it up tonight.
You don't mess up my damn introduction again. So, hold on, wait a minute.
My bad. Yeah, my bad.
Y'all crazy.
So I had a good plan. Damn fools. Go
So
ahead.
we can't forget about Don. I guess he going to run in like 5 Harveys.
Yeah, no, he gonna run in like this.
Grab the mic.
No, where Don gonna come in like Fifi every morning.
What that mean? That mean he gonna show up. Miles, don't get dealt with in front of these people.
Oh look,
Hey, chef, like nigga, let's get to this shit.
Just dive in.
Go
You
ahead,
got my undivided attention. They ain't no food, so you see.
I just, first of all, I just like to thank everybody for tuning in. And
Facts.
I just thank God for being here. So sometimes you get some giants in your life. And you have to push by them and stuff. So
all the time.
Amen.
Amen.
and
Praise
sometimes
God.
we make them ourselves, but
Shit, a lot of times.
yeah, I know that. So today this came to me because we were talking about previously roles and responsibilities on our last show about staying in your lane, and I thought about this because we were supposed to talk about men and roles and responsibilities tonight.
Okay.
So I was at work and it just came to me, men, husbands, and fathers. Now, everybody's not going to be all three. You may not become a husband and you may not have any children. You may not be a father.
Mm-hmm.
But you're most definitely going to be a man.
Sure.
And when I thought about it, I said, it is possible to be all three and to succeed in 2 areas and to fall short in one.
Right.
So what do you do in the areas that you succeed and you get compliment? Do you stay in those areas?
No.
Because people tend to want to stay where they're getting the compliments.
Yes.
But I say
Where you
refocus
comfortable,
at, where you're comfortable, getting accolades, pat on the back, whatever. How about focusing in when you're falling short? First I said fail. I said
That's so
no,
true.
because we're not going. Let's just focus on where you're falling short at.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But the key thing is you want to grow from it. You don't want to stay there.
Right. And even if you are still there, recognize the fact that you're there, and then reach out for help to push you over that hump.
Yeah, acknowledge where you are.
Always.
Right.
That's that accountability and ownership.
Yeah.
And that takes that since we're talking about roles and responsibilities in the home. Men, we make mistakes. You make decisions, but you cannot stay there because you have people counting on you.
Right.
Right? So you grow, you learn, right?
Right. Yeah.
So,
Hopefully.
right. For most people, that's a hopefully for a lot of people.
Right.
Right. And see, all 3 of these titles, they carry different type of responsibilities.
Yeah.
Miles we were talking about fathership a while ago.
A while ago, yeah.
Right. So, out of all 3 of these titles, which ones can you guys relate to and maybe put a little something behind it?
Well, the husband shit is out the window for me.
You don't want to be a husband?
No, I'm saying as far as experience with it.
Oh.
Right, that's what I was going to say as far as experience.
Yeah, of course, I think every man truly wants to be a husband. However,
Do they?
yes, I think they just don't have the right role models or something to look at as a good father or husband. And a lot of times, a lot of men were cowered out of being a husband because it takes more than just fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of listening. It takes a lot of.
I've learned that.
It takes a lot of
Actual problem solving.
yeah, exactly.
Actual problem
solving,
solving.
right?
Actual.
You just can't be like
No, right.
fuck you and walk
Exactly.
out.
That's not
Be
solving
like
the
I'm
problem,
walking out of my own house. Hold on, I gotta go, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, so,
Actual problem solving.
So that's what husbands should really mean. Actual problem solver, because the wife and the husband has to come to agreements before they go to bed.
Absolutely.
Because if they don't, they will wake up angry, and then certain things in life. We have to realize, as a grown man, first of all, you have to realize where you at in life and where you want to go. It's nothing like having some gas money and gas in the car, and you just sitting at the gas station because you don't know where the hell you want to go.
No, that's a bad feeling.
But it didn't happen for real in a lot of the people's lives. You know what I mean? They be like, I got this, I got that, I got that. But like, so where you going? Shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
or you just ain't got nowhere to go. Shit, that's even worse.
Yeah, and I've learned that in several men's classes and over the years at church, that every man should have a vision. Now, it doesn't have to be a vision of a big corporation.
Right.
It can be a vision for your family, for your home. But you must have one.
Right.
You must have one.
That's true. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just seen the thing with Bill Bellamy, right? Everybody want to know where Bill Bellamy went, right? He said, man, I focused just on my family. He said, I had a kid in 2003, then I had another kid in 2005, and I didn't give a damn about nothing.
Bro, that's crazy that's like a foreign concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you did what?
Yeah, they're like,
Like my family, bro?
Right. I mean, this is my legacy. What
Exactly, yeah.
what I'm supposed to do.
and he said he took a lot of advice from LL Cool J. In case everybody know, and a lot of people know LL Cool J was a young father as well.
Yeah.
Took advice from him, took advice from D.L. Hughley. And they're like, damn that bag, your family come first.
Yeah.
And Morris Chestnut, because he went further like,
Bro, Morris Chestnut been married for like 50 years.
yeah,
He the ultimate family man.
he's been married for 23, 24
bro,
years.
he keep people out his shit.
Business.
You don't know nothing about that man. I wish I had his skills.
No, that is very, very important. Right
He
there.
keep everybody out the light.
When
That
I
is-
when I
that's
seen his
very
wife
important.
was
Yeah.
beautiful. His wife was beautiful, right? And then the fact that everybody surprised that he was married. I said, "What you surprised that man is married for?" Honestly, nobody even knew what Denzel's wife looked like for a while.
Yeah, and he's been married for a very long time.
30,
long.
37, 36 years, I think he been married. So
It's a little wild.
yeah, I mean,
little
so
wild.
when you say that, sometimes keeping your
Scary.
life as a husband private, without the public to see, it can
It
be
make
very,
it be last.
to me, it make it last longer.
Oh, hey.
but something what?
This ain't got nothing to do with the subject we talk about.
But what the hell? No, go ahead.
But because you said that though, when you said about privacy, like being private, like this culture though has fucked us up because like now you try to be private. At least from a woman's standpoint, I feel like she feel like you
right.
hiding her.
I was just about to say
Like,
that.
bro, that's like it's fucked up because like we come from an era when like you want to keep it aside because you want to keep people out of your business.
Yeah.
But some of these women looking at it now like, oh, you just don't want nobody to know who I am because you doing this, that, and the third. Like,
And I
how
agree
do
with you. And,
Yeah.
I agree with you because I'm from the streets. Like I'm not the gangster and I'm not the thug.
But you come from that code where
But
you just
I come
don't talk.
I come
Yeah.
from that code, and the first person somebody go for is your girl or your wife
The one
Yes.
you love, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, wow.
That's the only way they're going to get to
or
you.
your mama. Cause,
Yeah,
trust.
true.
Well,
Facts.
you know, and I always say this: that's the next closest person to you after God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Your wife.
Yes. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
Biblically, is correct, but I would say my mother would have to be the first person close to me. Only because of how I was raised. You feel me? No, once I make the covenant with my wife,
Gotcha.
then that would change.
Say
Of
that.
course.
That's
my
different.
Well, wouldn't that make her your wife because y'all made the covenant?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But once I made that covenant, then she would be first
Instead
in
of
my
your
life
mom's.
instead
I
of my
got you.
mom's. If my mom's is still living,
That makes sense.
My mother would definitely come first.
Of course.
Only because she would have raised me for a particular time. You feel me?
Gotcha.
And this female I met 4, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago didn't ever go through the pain that my mother went through with me, for me, and maybe because of me. So.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm being honest with you. Because
Okay, yeah, I feel you.
When,
Yeah.
The most heartfelt record I ever heard in my life is that damn,
Dear mama.
yep, mama. When, that if you listen to them words,
Absolutely.
man,
Hold on, wait. You talking about dear
Pop.
mama or mama?
No, not Pac.
You talking about Boys and Men?
Boys and Men.
All right, that's why I said.
I know
He
you're
said
talking about
mama,
Dear
not Dear
Mama.
Mama. Yeah, he talking about mama.
He said because he
Mama.
said, yeah.
Hey,
Because
I used to sing back in the
Sing it cute.
I couldn't-
Mama.
What note was that? The M note?
don't know, dog.
That was a mud note.
That was an E-Bar. No, that was 48205 note.
So let me ask
He
you
always
this,
try to
though.
put it back hood. Look.
Go ahead, Chef.
Yeah.
Not. I'm gonna put this on the table.
Okay.
So out of all the 3 titles, you may and may not become in life. Which one do you feel is the most important, had the biggest impact?
Father.
I'm gonna say man, because in order to be a good father or a husband, you got to be a man first. So,
Yeah, but sometimes you can fall short in that area.
Yeah.
and then you go definitely fall short in the other 2.
I think
No, I disagree, because sometimes you can succeed as a husband
and the father.
and a father.
Without succeeding at being a man.
Yes, that's something
Oh,
different.
y'all got to explain to me.
Well,
See, well, first of all, let me just disclaimer: I'm not either one of those. Like, I'm not a father or a husband, so maybe that's why I don't look at it that way. So,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say from my perspective, the reason why I said father, because the father is a leader in all aspects.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
Okay. A husband, first of all, has to find a wife.
Yes.
Okay. A man is that when he said about a man can fall short of being a man, I understand, because a lot of things when a man keep it, first of all, a lot of people don't keep their word no more.
Right?
As a man, when you meet a woman or you get into a woman's life, you really want to have the ability to adhere to her life and be able to take care of a majority of things and not be a stressful pain.
Right.
You feel me?
And that happens.
And a lot of men fall short of that, as we know.
Yes.
So it's just certain things that when you become a father, though, when,
Says a whole nother thing.
yeah, I'm telling you, there ain't nothing in the world to see your baby when you wake up to your baby and she say, "Hey, daddy." Oh my God.
Yeah, because I agree with you 100%. We hear all the time, people don't grow up and say, "I got man issues." You know, you got daddy issues. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got husband issues. You never had. So I would agree
That's
with
true.
you. Dad is a big part of the home, the community.
Ooh, see.
You know what I'm saying? Because you may not have your father there, but 2 houses down, their father is there. Now that becomes your mentor
Yes.
from afar.
yeah.
The way he come in with the groceries, cut the grass, wash the car. However,
Tell his wife, cook my damn food. No.
and so I would agree with you as far, but it is possible to succeed in one or two and fail in the other.
Very true.
So when I was thinking about this today, I said that's just a great opportunity for growth.
Yeah.
When you fall short. And then I had wrote, don't stay in the compliments. See, you can get complimented in one of those 2 areas because you like how it feels and what it sounds like.
Yes, I
You
agree.
and a lot of people do. See, this can go both ways for women and men, right? For women and men. So you want to stay where it feels good. You know, when you get in the pat on back, even though you've fallen short in these other areas. So when I wrote that, I said, don't stay with the compliments. Don't stay there. You're good.
You're great with it. Yeah.
Don't stay with the compliments.
Because staying with the compliments can get your ass gout.
Yeah.
No.
Did you say gout?
I'm telling you, because listen, I was told that once I start gaining weight, they're like, you look good. No, I'm about to tell you, you look good with that weight on you, boy. You look good with that weight on you, boy. Then that weight got uncontrollable.
And you got gout.
Then I got gout and high blood pressure.
Wait a minute. So,
Kimber, you retarded.
I mean,
Don't laugh at me.
The way you
Q.
explained it made sense.
He
Right.
told me he got gout.
I just wasn't expecting.
Back then,
Anyway, all right,
but,
yeah,
but
so-
it's compliments. Like honestly, like take for instance, there's some women that get their hair done right, and then they get more compliments on having their hair red, right?
Okay.
Then they'd be like, "Oh shit, I can get compliments with this hair red, right?"
Absolutely.
And then next thing you know, the fucking hair falling out.
Because they was trying to do red because everybody thought it was sexy.
That's what happened to my platinum.
So that's a hell of an analogy there. You're correct.
No, but I'm serious.
I was
So
washing my hair. It all came out in the water.
in the water,
Yeah.
in the water.
Oh, this is a serious conversation.
Let's say rest in
Serious.
peace.
So-
I'm sorry to hear.
Let's say rest in peace, Fifi. Platinum.
Yes, please, because it
rest
was
in
cute.
peace.
R.I.P.P. man.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Platinum.
That was cute.
Y'all watching Girth. Don't forget, y'all give us a call 248-854-9850 right
Rest
here.
in peace,
This is Men Talk with a Twist of Line with Fifi on the boards, Q Lewis, Chef Wilson, myself. We talking shit, but we telling the truth. So y'all better listen. Today's topic is about man, husband, and father. And we just bring it to you on the real. Chef Wilson, take it away.
So,
Right, because you know he's ready. He
The way you
ready.
see I did my hand, way.
so
And now.
and now,
Right.
and now.
Is the camera on me?
No.
Good.
Dog.
You so inappropriate. I'm about to put it on him. Look, he
play
is
too
so
much.
inappropriate.
Hey, wait to check first, though, because that would have been awkward as hell.
He's so crazy.
Go ahead, Chef.
As I thought today, I said, wow, falling short. You were talking earlier about falling short in the area of keeping your health,
Right.
but that can be the greatest opportunity for growth when you turn that around and people follow you and they see your success story. So unfortunately, some things will be public when you fall short, but as well as they see you fall, they have to see you get up.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, give
You
us
better,
a hand.
you better
man.
preach.
Say that. Hold on. Can I put it? Can I say it? Can I say it a little differently?
Yes.
You ready, Fee?
Go, hold on, let me get.
What the? What?
Say
Hold
it.
on. Watch greatness. He said if they see you fall, and you fall flat on your face, they gotta see you get up. I said get up. Get your ass up.
Let me turn this mic off.
Go ahead.
I can't take
So
it.
the good
Hey,
thing
look,
about
I was waiting for the fireworks. What?
Get on my nerves.
and I mean it. The good thing about falling sometimes, they're very good. You're gonna get your knees scarred,
It's great. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I say.
Q, you are
It's a good thing because it's a reminder.
Yes.
That's where you're going with that. Okay, I
That
got
you got to balance when you walk.
Yeah, you have to. Now, so the people sitting on the porch, they're gonna watch you get up because one day they're gonna fall.
They gonna see how to get
Right.
up.
So that's a good thing about it.
I got
Right
you.
there. You're showing people how to get back up. People looking at you, and you brush. You brush off.
You know, you got the little pebbles on
Yeah,
your elbow.
they hurt and stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you get up and you move forward.
Right.
So when we're talking about roles and responsibility, men, don't be afraid to fall short. It is going to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
That is the only way.
It's like,
Yeah, that's why I say don't stay there. But that is the only way you're going to give your children and someone else good advice, right? Is by falling short.
Yeah.
Now, in the areas that you succeed in, you can also give them advice there, right? But in life, because if you have courage, you're going to set out, you want to do something different.
Right.
And it's a chance with a business, writing a book.
Anything.
Maybe your first book is going to be a flop, right? But if you've been around somebody to show you how to recover from that,
Yeah.
right? And the key thing is reaching out for that. So, man, you're in a household, and your family see you fall. Don't be afraid to get back up, because that's what they're waiting, because they want to see, what do I do when this happens to me?
True.
Right. So you can be a good role model.
Yeah. Well, this role model, a great example of
redemption.
There you go.
Thanks,
Yeah.
because I
that,
was
girl.
just
Yeah.
about to,
Look
yes.
at y'all little
I was
1-2
just about to
combo.
say that as the leader
Yeah.
of the house, that's just showing that's showing what redemption looks like. You know what I'm
Absolutely, I
saying?
agree
And
with you.
humility, and I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. I think that's very admirable to be able to have that type of
Humility.
humility, and as well as, most importantly, male leadership in the house. Like,
Absolutely.
I think that a lot of times we forget we human. The person that feels on the carpet in the situation and the person that laid out the carpet in the situation. I think that we all have to realize that we are human, you know, in
and we
life,
all play
period.
A part, and we play a part.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of, I think that just from what I've seen in life over years, you know, and how I've seen the male handled, I just...
Yeah, go. Oh,
I need that door.
You gonna grab it?
I'm gonna grab it. I'll be right back, folks.
We gonna try to hold it down. Shit, this is a tough task.
He downstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I just feel like...
What the hell? Oh, Superman.
Don! He made it
broke
in.
it. He came in through the window.
Superman.
Right? He came in like the Pink Panther.
He came in through the window. What's up, dog? You all right?
They drove in. Clark Kent just
So
came
go
in.
ahead,
Right.
Fee.
But yeah, basically, I was just saying, like, you know, I think that as the men, it's okay to be human. It's okay to, you know, to have that human experience of learning, like of, okay, this happened, I fucked up, whatever, you know, and be able to, you know, to know that there is redemption. And I think as far as you know, the woman's role to be a helpmate in the household is you have to understand that also. Like, we have to be understanding, and that's just
wow.
I think it's just totally about understanding. Let me get down on here.
Okay. Fee's about to set up and make sure Don is straight for the camera and everything. But listen, so with that being said, I believe that when you said show somebody something, I don't really. I think we enable a lot of people when we show them but we don't know the theory of what you eat don't make me shit is real, right? Just because you done it or I done it don't mean they'll be able to do it, and that's where the frustration of failing come in at. Okay, because somebody would think they just as strong as a Fred or a Don or a Q or myself or a Fee, and they flop at it, right? Yeah. And they flop at it so hard because they believe that, well, I'm just like you. In a lot of cases, I tell people, you're not built like me. I swear, and they be like, huh? I swear to God, you ain't built like me. and then they be like, what you mean? I can do this? I said, you can get your business. You can get an LLC. I swear to God, though. But when it comes to that part about making the money and being and succeeding and being stable, you're not going to be able to do it like me. And the only reason why, because I have certain things.
Everybody hustling ain't the same.
Well, isn't it, to me, I don't think it's the hustle, Q. And I believe what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. The truth is, if you never saw.
Testing.
Yeah, he good.
He good.
But my point is, where I come from the.
Deep.
I'm coming from a standpoint to where I seen my mother take her last breath.
Yeah.
I heard that. Right.
Yeah. Wow.
Then when I walked out of there alone. You feel me?
Yes.
I didn't have nobody I could walk over to say, "Hey man, da da da." That shit only lasted for 2 weeks. I was 16.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you look at stuff like from my standpoint, my mother died in my arms. She went into a coma October 19th. November 14th, she died in my arms. November 17th was my birthday, which was her funeral for Detroit.
Yeah.
I went to Philadelphia, buried in Philadelphia November 22nd. November 23rd was Thanksgiving. November 27th was her birthday. Then it was Christmas. Then it was New Year. So when people say certain shit to me, I be like, nah, you don't get it. My drive don't come from, oh, I got to get the money. Yeah. I wasn't no poor little kid when I was growing up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Money, my mother always taught me money is the last thing. Respect is the first.
Wow. So what? Wow.
Right.
So how are we living it today? What's the order?
I think these kids are some rotten bastards. I think we give them.
I mean, is the order reversed? Is it the money?
The money.
Right?
Yeah, because black people believe in Scarface. Yeah, I believe in the Godfather. You feel me? I believe.
Definitely two different ideologies.
Right. I don't believe you should die at your highest peak of being good or great.
Right.
I think you should be able to spread that shit out like jam.
Yeah.
But it's definitely different though. Yeah, I think money is first now.
It's money. I picture it. I seen a guy in I think it was at a gas station, but I think it was Mercedes or something, right? And as he walked to go pay for his gas, he looked back at his car like 3 or 4 times.
Like, that's my bitch. Look at
Right?
it. Right.
But however, before he got to the front door, the woman the woman had seen him get out the car, gave much respect. Like
Right.
made sure she was like,
Hey.
that's right there. So that's why it's reverse.
Yeah.
That's why they feel like the money comes first, because then I get the respect.
Well, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it was just, you just happened to say that, but I seen that and I was like, wow. I said, that's deep. I said, wow, that's real deep.
I think that's the way it's going, but I don't feel like that's the way it should be.
No,
I think that's
no.
definitely the way it's going. I don't think it's the way it should be. I mean, obviously, I think respect should be before everything, for real. Because, like, at the end of the day, like you said, it used to be like the word was your bond. Like, that's not the case no more.
No.
But like from where we came from, that was the serious shit. So it's like your word meant more than money. Like, your word was more priceless than money.
Yeah,
like you
I
could
agree.
what you said and what and who you promoted was better than anything that money could buy at one time. But now it is different, and I think it's
going to come back.
I don't know what it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what.
You think the morals are going to come back?
I think
they are. Everything going downhill, bro. I don't know.
No, I think it's coming back.
I think it's coming back because
Why are you looking like that?
like, what the hell?
What you
I know.
got to say?
Because
I'm observing it all.
he
and
put together
I
a
know he is,
soliloquy.
right? He's
and
just
he read.
looking like he writing a script.
Miles, let me say this to you. You know how they say sometimes you just kind of connect with people in a whole nother dimension.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but you were just sharing your story about your mom and how close her passing was to your birthday and all those kind of things. My birthday is October 30th. We fellow
Right,
Scorpios.
right.
My mother had brain cancer. She died maybe like a week before my birthday. We buried her 3 days before my birthday.
Wow.
And very, very similar, just like you said, it was one of those things where the neighborhood came and brought my sister and I some food because she died my last year of high school. All right, and same thing, she died right in front of me. My sister and my girlfriend at the time, they woke up to go get some food, and I went downstairs and I saw my mom. She was, I just went to check on her, and she was coughing. And as she was coughing, I'm trying to, shake her up out of it, and I run in the bathroom to kind of get the little pan. It's like a little round little pan. All right? And when I came back in the room, to get her to turn over, she coughed, done.
That was
All
it.
right. So when my sister came back home, I didn't know what to say to her. I said, "Hey, did you check on mom this morning before you left?" And my eyes just was telling her.
Yeah.
Telling her. Yeah.
All right. But similar to what you said, the love and concern and all that, it just go away quickly. You see how quickly it just dissipate from people who say they love you.
And I don't think they do it on purpose, but it just like they life go on. Like,
absolutely, and that's the one thing that I had to accept once I got older, because I will admit, as a man, I was bitter for many years because I felt like, all right, I'm a teenager. I have my younger sister here at home. We're in this house. No one has really explained to us about the bills, about how to take care. My mom taught me a lot. But what I'm saying to you is, in terms of dealing with this person and hey, the house is in this. Here's title. Here's deed. All that kind of stuff.
You
I
don't
was
know that kind of
oblivious
stuff
to
at that
that
age.
kind of stuff. All right, and it was very, very challenging. They say trial and error. It's a very potent way to learn. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, I say all that to say, I do believe that ultimately there's going to come a time where, respect and morals are going to come back. I was just sharing with a friend earlier this week. I said, listen, one of the biggest mistakes that I had to learn was, and I think I've said this before on this show, don't accept integrity over talent. You understand? There's many people out in this world that are very talented in what they do.
Yes.
But because of this social media era, the folks with the mouth, they can really pump a lot of shit up.
Yeah.
There's going to come a time where it come back, where it's just like, hey, listen, all that mouthing and that faking that a lot of cats are doing, and the people that say they're gonna do something and just completely walk away, don't answer the phone no more, act like they mad at you about shit, and you know
shit that you don't even know nothing about.
Right.
What?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? What? Hey, look,
It's gonna come back.
I don't want to stay on that subject, but it's crazy that we having this conversation. And again, it's kind of off subject, but what
It's
y'all
not
was
really.
talking
It's
about.
not really off subject.
It's a girl talk. Go.
So like what y'all was talking about, like the exact same thing, right? So my mom's had lung cancer, right? I was living in Colorado then, and I remember my sister called me from the hospital, and I was coming home for my birthday, which is June 1st. I was coming home for my birthday. I had my ticket and everything. She said, "No, you got to come now." Like, I don't think she gonna make it. Fuck. So I'm in Colorado. I'm like, all right, bet. So she got me a ticket. I came to the crib about 2 weeks before my birthday. I went and seen my mom's at the hospital. We stayed at the hospital for a few days. They was getting ready to put her in hospice. We had a whole little gathering about like what we wanted to do.
Right.
And what was crazy about my mom, I love her to death, dog. My mama told them, like, this is some funny shit, like, now, because my mama crazy like that. My mama said that she got a no resuscitation rule, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had the little thing written out. But she said if something do happen to happen before I get there, to keep the tube in her until I get there, because she wasn't going to die without me, bro.
That's dope.
That's right.
So I went there, seen my mom's. We brought her to the crib, and exactly a week before my birthday, she passed at the crib. Like, so I'm there, and like I was with her, like right.
So maybe you might realize why we
together. That's crazy as hell,
Yeah,
right?
wow.
So like I'm having a conversation with her, like she having problems breathing and shit, which is normal. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to go grab me and the old man something to eat. I shot to the Coney to get something to eat. When I came back, she had passed. So I didn't get her last breath and everything. But like we was good. Like we was 100. Me and my mom was good. I didn't have no regrets or nothing. But crazy thing, like y'all was saying, 7 days later, we had her funeral on my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
But you know what? Just the crazy thing, me and my old man decided that we wanted to do that, though, because my birthday was also their marriage anniversary. And I was like, you know what? Let's do that shit. Like, I'm not going it's going to be a celebration every year. Like, I'm not going to mourn her. Like, we going to have a party. We going to have a good time. So that shit crazy.
That's so dope.
We got a common denominator and didn't even know it.
We definitely got a common bond.
Bro, that's crazy.
I love y'all. Okay,
that's crazy, though.
I'm sorry. No, I can't relate to that part, you know, at all. But it just brought me to say the moments that you guys have shared, and when we're talking about fellowship, while you are living and you're in your home with your children, your family, tell them what to do. One day this pain is going to come. Tell them what to do with a broken heart.
Ooh.
Tell them what to do when you get angry, how to control yourself. So
that's real.
Ain't that something?
because
That's
you guys are yet still, you're talking about it, and Don was talking about how he had to cope with it, and he didn't really understand the inner workings of a home. So we're buying a lot of gifts. We're taking our children to a lot of events. How about slowing down and talking to them about these things that no one really wants to address because they feel it's too heavy? But like I said earlier, these are the areas we're failing in, and we're falling short because no one is taking the time to talk to us about when it happens.
Absolutely. Lack of preparation.
Lack. So you get there and you fall short.
And I'm not
It's a
gonna
tough
lie.
conversation to have. Shit, I mean,
I mean, my
I'm trying to
dad-
hold back a
yeah.
couple tears right now, but
The 7
Hey,
p.m.
look, I'm glad my voice didn't crack.
I heard it crack a little bit.
it cracked a little bit.
The seven
I was
P's.
trying.
Prior proper planning prevents piss poor ass performance.
Thank you. And I like that.
And I'm glad you said my uncle PJ. Shout out to Uncle PJ. He shared that with me. But I'm glad you said that because that's exactly how I approach things with my children now.
Yes.
I don't want them to end up in that spot.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? That's that spot where you sitting back and all of a sudden one day you look up, and for me, it's my last year of high school. I'm in National Honor Society. I'm in student council. I'm track, football, and similar to what you said, I get to this place where hospice has to come to the house, but again, they volunteer. Yeah. All right, and this is the crazy thing, and this part, I kid you not. My daughter, she went to schoolcraft for 2 years. She's at Georgia State right now. So while she was here, you know, she's going to the community college, and I'm fine.
Right.
Last year when I moved her into Georgia State, I'm gonna be very vulnerable right now. That was a tough fucking day for me. I actually had to step to the side, and I did shed some tears. And I'm gonna tell you why. I never realized the pain I was holding in about that day. And I'm gonna tell you what it was. I see all the parents moving their children in and carrying all their stuff into the dorm room. All right, and all the it's just energy of excitement. And I'll never forget my last year. I'm in advanced placement classes, and in our school we had they started this new rule, 10-day absence policy. And if you miss more than 10 days, you automatically flunk, no questions asked. So what I did not realize was, and again, this is where that guidance come in at. My mom is sick. I'm not sharing it with my teachers. I'm just dealing with it. And this is the thing. I talk about this all the time. We got to talk to our children and our family members about, we got to get out of the survival mentality and start talking about success and succeeding.
Thriving.
They two different mentalities.
Yes.
So now I'm not telling nobody this, right?
Yes.
5 days before we graduate, my counselor called me to the office crying. Now, mind you, I didn't went to Cranbrook. I've been an exchange student at Grosse Pointe South. I didn't represented our school.
You a hell of a student.
Yeah. Right. She crying when I walk in her office, and I'm like, what's going on?
That rule.
She said, you can't graduate. I said, what you mean? Now, mind you, I hadn't even realized it because I'm dealing with my mom. I'm waiting for a volunteer to come by the house, and then I would catch a cab, hurry up, get to school.
Yeah.
But now I would sometimes miss first, second, and third hour.
Yeah.
2 of the teachers refused to sign off. They said he didn't tell us. He didn't let us know. So here's the deal. This is what they tell me. They say, listen, you can go to summer school and finish up. And I looked at my counselor. I said, wait a minute. The vice president of National Honor Society, I got to go to summer school. Now,
that don't make no sense.
I'm thinking like a kid because in my mind I was embarrassed.
Right.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Not only am I embarrassed, but I'm hurt.
Yes.
Because I'm dealing with all this shit. So finally, one of my physiology teacher, he comes to me. He said, Don, he said, listen, man, we human, we teachers. He said, why didn't you just tell anybody? I said, shit, I don't know. I was just dealing with it.
Right. You didn't know.
You get what I'm
just
saying?
don't know.
I'm just dealing with it. And so sure as shit, I refused to go to summer school at that time, didn't get to walk across the stage. And I had friends that were calling me, asking me to help them with their homework while they're taking college classes. And I was sick about it.
Yeah.
So here all this
So
time
you saying
passed.
you should have put your pride away and went to summer school.
My daughter, well, I eventually straightened it all out, but I'm saying that moment showed back up that day I was moving my daughter in to college.
Gotcha.
Wow. I see everybody, and I'm like, oh, wow, wait a minute. That could have been. All right, but here's the deal. I had to sit back, and I say, listen, that's a victim consciousness for me to sit back and be mad because thinking like that happened to me. Believe it or not, things happen for us. And when we learn from that, then we can look at life differently. So I had to take a moment, but I share that with people all the time. Like at the end of the day, get rid of the victim consciousness. Like, this happened to me. Listen, look what happened to me. Because sometimes we can let the smallest things hold us back from our greatness for the rest of our life.
Yes.
And that's the very thing I was saying earlier.
Good.
When you fall short, don't stay there.
Yeah.
And that's that giant in your life. That's that mountain. Don't stay there. That's the greatest opportunity for growth. You know, don't stay there because, man, in your homes, like I said earlier, and you've heard this from all 3 of these gentlemen here, they had giants in their life, but they didn't, and it hurt. They lost people, but they did not stay there, and they're sitting here. And I know some of these guys' background a little bit, and they become to be great success. Don't stay there. Don't stay with the giants.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying in your life and stuff.
Right.
Don't really. You know, climb over that mountain. You know what I'm saying? Where you fell short, it happened, right? Have a spirit of making it right. Move forward. You know,
but some people gotta have the spirit of receiving it too, because a lot of people don't who you either hurt or hurt you. They don't know how to receive that part.
And that was not taught either.
No, I mean
that was not. People say they forgive, they get back, but they do not know how to receive that. That is one of the greatest victories in life. People just do not realize.
I have a question regarding that.
Yes.
Are you supposed with that? Like, if a person doesn't know how to receive it, or they won't, they're not receiving it. Are you supposed to chase them with that, or do you just keep going?
No. I think like anything
lead the horse to water.
No, I think you put it out there because that is something honorable you're supposed to do, and it's more so for you to have a person forgive you, or you get past that giant in your life. If it wants to stay there, all things, time goes on, and you have to get past that giant, or you have to get past that. And I think eventually in life, as people grow and mature, they probably will. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to get it in the beginning and just make it easier and receive it. But like we're talking about here now, what if you weren't shown? You know what I'm saying? So right now, as we're talking here, and Don does with his children, I know I do with mine. And
I'm definitely doing it with mine.
And I sit down and I talk about it. I was talking with my daughter about some difficult things the other day, but I had to. God say, hey, you need to talk about this right now. And I did. And it was very difficult. But in the end, she really appreciated, and I think she looked at me as a bigger man at that time.
And as a human being.
And that's wonderful, yeah.
And that's what happens, why, quote unquote, people grow up with daddy issues. Because daddy was too much trying to be that number, what we said, man, husband, and father. He's too much trying to be the man.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And being a father comes with a lot of compassion. You know what I'm saying? Being the man role, we're taught as being strong, hard, don't show no flaws, no. But you got to bring that other one in with that compassion and humble heart. You know what I'm saying? And I always say knowledge is the best thing you can leave your children, because you can, anything else, money they're going to run through, material things are going to depreciate. Leave them that knowledge and stuff that will truly get them through life.
Go ahead.
No, I guess I just wanted to say quickly too, and not only leave them with the knowledge. I've had some conversations with people, and sometimes they disagree with me on this, but I stand firm in saying this. It does not bother me to share my mistakes with my children.
Ooh.
That's
and listen
awesome.
to me. This is the thing.
That is amazing.
That shit is necessary.
I had somebody ask me one time. They said, "Are you gonna share your mistakes with your children?" I said, "Hell yeah, why not? I'm a grown ass man. I'm not. That was then. This is now. I'm dead serious." And they looked at me. And here's the deal: there are people out there who have grown up, and their mother and father never talked to them about the mistakes they made in life. And here's the deal: it's the exact same reason why they fucking up and making today.
Yes.
Yeah. Or they can't because
why is that even an option?
Yes.
Man, listen,
not only that.
It's a pride thing. It's an ego thing. It's a self-identification fucking issue.
But I would say
horrible.
That is so
I just want to save you from making the same mistake I did. Like, why is that even an option?
And listen, Miles, before you say, I just want to say this.
Go ahead.
I do believe that we should use discernment. There's a time and place that we share
facts.
certain things.
Certain things.
I'm not just saying any damn thing, but I'm saying at the end of the day,
Don't be perfect.
I'm not afraid to share the mistakes that I've made in my life with my children so that they can learn from that shit and make sure that they move forward in a progressive way.
I agree with you.
What you're talking about right there is called America, okay? America do that shit. And here's why, because I tell people we are not color-based. We're color-based and not culturally based, okay? Like people in the Jewish family, you know the history of the family. People in the Oriental family, you know the history. You know why?
That's true.
It's not just written on the walls. It's written in books. Pictures are taken. Things has been given. Recordings has been made, right? With black people, we learn from white people, and they are some trifling ass people at the bottom line, right? And when it comes to white people, and so when it comes down to us, if they taught us, and we got their attributes of how they act, we are truly sure to be fucked up.
We in trouble. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this. It's not nothing. I ain't trying to get nobody to agree or disagree, but Clayton would say, "I'm enjoying the show." Thank you, Clayton.
What up, though, Clayton?
But I will tell you this: when it comes to America, we are taught not to tell. America teaches you not to tell. One woman told me, one of my friends said, "Why do you think white people be mean? Why do you think they evil?" I said, "Motherfucker, let the record show." You got pictures on the internet where you got 18 black people hanging from trees with their children, with white kids.
And one of them at the bottom smoking.
Right.
On fire.
Little white kids looking at it, playing with the bodies, hitting them on the foot, all that type of shit. What the hell you mean? You show me a place where Europeans never invaded a country.
How about I even show you where similar to what you just said, a lot of people talk about the riots here in Detroit of '67. I always tell people, fuck that. Let's talk about that was some generational shit. Because the truth of the matter is, that was just some uproar type
that's
shit.
Some fluke
the
shit,
real shit was 1943 here in Detroit, where there was a real race riot shit that was
blood
fucked up. Where whites, a lot of Irish, they were just pretty much everybody was turning their backs against the blacks because they got fucked up. Yeah. And so to me, what that's saying is, 20 years or so, now you got that other generation, like you said, them kids that was looking up at those black people being hung. They now in their 20s. Yeah. They in their young,
and
prime, stupid ass years to do dumb shit. Yeah. And now it just history repeat itself.
All the time.
Facts.
I mean, everything.
They don't ever talk about
you said 1943?
I think it was 43.
I'm not mistaken. Absolutely.
It's definitely in the 40s. They don't ever talk about that shit either.
The truth of the matter is, I love what Jay-Z said. He said, even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. That shows things is continuous and it just repeat itself.
Absolutely.
Repeat itself for sure.
You know what I mean?
I agree 100%. You know, I always say that. And so you have to share.
1943.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check it out.
So since this show we were talking about men, husbands, and fathers, with sharing, man, the first thing you have to remove is pride and embarrassment.
Oh, yes.
You have to, because that will, see, the embarrassing part is not you sharing your own mistakes, but someone sharing it with your child when you had an opportunity to
do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because your kid not going to understand why you didn't tell them.
Yes.
They're not going to understand that.
And I was there, and I had it, and when we were saying it was a time and a place for it, it presented itself, and I did it, and I did it in a way in which I knew my daughter would understand, and I didn't sugarcoat anything at all.
Wow.
Not at all.
That's dope.
Right? So, yet and still, that's what we're talking about. You know, what to do with the pain when it comes your way. What to do with the disappointment when it comes your way. We probably have not so many of our black men incarcerated if they had learned this lesson at home.
Yeah.
Dad, slow down. Stop chasing a dollar. Talk with your children. They need to know this. Likewise, moms also, too. Slow down. I always said before you leave this earth, you should sit down with your children and say, you know what? Mom or dad told you something, but when I told you that, I was in a hurtful place.
Bro, what?
Right.
Dog, that right there is so necessary, dog.
Yeah,
and I don't think enough parents do that.
I was bitter at the time.
I was bitter at the
time.
But guess what? It's okay to love. It's okay to trust. It's okay to forgive. I was in a bad place there when I gave
I was
that
being
advice.
unforgiving during
So,
that
so that made you grow up being unforgiving.
And I think everybody should tell their child, I was unselfish at a particular time.
Yes.
Because if you let them know that you was unselfish at a particular time, they will understand. Like, it's okay to be selfish at sometimes, or you gonna lie to yourself that you're not selfish, and then it's gonna make you more selfish.
And then maybe they understand some of the decisions that you made
all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right.
But
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I just feel like that's very true. All of those statements. However, however, at times it could be such that the parent has never had that conversation because they genuinely never made it to that milestone, and the child could be more wiser than the parent is when it comes to things like forgiving and and moving on and stuff.
And that's even okay. To admit that your child may be more emotionally advanced than you are.
Who wants to admit that? Like, okay. who's really going to admit that? Like,
nobody want to, but
but it's true.
Look,
it's true.
Look, and since we having confessions,
This I regret. Oh, I didn't know.
No, seriously, like, you
been
know,
singing all night.
and I mean, I've talked to Miles about it, you know, several times or whatever. It's no secret that, you know, I don't have the best like relationship with my mother. Like, you know, I love her to